Today, I want us to explore how to manage your boss and to look at the types of bosses that you may work or you have worked for or you are working for right now. However, an ideal boss is someone who sets very high standards of work for himself and also for others. The ideal boss is somebody who motivates, somebody who is able to correct when things have gone wrong, correct us when things have gone wrong, and someone who is also willing to reprimand and exit those who are not performing. However, there are several types of bosses that you may come across. Number one is what you call the perfectionist boss. These operate on perfectionism. They want everything done to perfection. They very high standards of doing work. They note typological errors. They note your shirt is not well done. They note your reports are not on time and they are not thorough. Most of these bosses want to feel in control. A perfectionist boss wants to control, and therefore you as the direct report working for them, show them that they are in control. Always ensure you do your work thoroughly, but give them that benefit and that understanding that they're in control, and keep them aware of what you're doing every now and then. The second type of a boss is what you call the chaotic boss. This is one kind of boss who moves from one idea to the other. They are never consistent. However, these bosses have one thing that is a plus for them. They are big with people. They're very good with people, but they are chaotic. For you as a direct report to them is to help organize them, because their organizational skills and thinking patterns are chaotic. Do reduce or help them to reduce their intake and ensure that you only take to them reports that require their necessary input. If there are reports you can be able to handle at your level, keep that away and keep sounding them off, because they are very great with people. The third type of a boss is what you call the interfering boss. This is the kind of boss who will keep calling you after every other 5 minutes once they have delegated a piece of work on you. They want to find out, what are you doing? They are never trusting to anybody. Their trust levels are very low. They also believe that you are not competent enough. What you need to do for you to be able to handle them is to do your project well and do another project well, and then call them for a meeting, ask them for a meeting, and show the history of the projects that you have done and how you competently handled them and you brought them on time and at a budget, so that you can build the trust in them. However, even if you keep giving them a blow-by-blow progression report of where you are, they'll still continue interfering. So it is good, first of all, do a couple of projects and complete them well, and then ask for a meeting. The other type of a boss you're going to come across is what you call the absentee boss. They are never found when you need them. They are never in the office. They are out there either handling a crisis, or you don't even know what they are doing out. They'll come in the morning, delegate work, and move out. And therefore you are left with a project or the work you are given and don't have the input from them. How you handle this kind of a boss is identify their peers, people at their level within the organization if there are any, and approach them professionally and be seeking their guidance as you work on your boss's project. And when you have an opportunity, because one of the things that the absentee boss does not have his patience. When you have the opportunity to get their attention, be brief, be to the point, and ensure that you are candid. The other type of a boss you're going to come across is what you call the aggressive boss. They have very high levels of energy. They are always in a fighting mode. They are what we call the triangle. Because if you look at people in terms of the shapes of figures, they are called triangles. Very high energy. They are always fighting. They are always raising storms and outbursts within the organization. How do you handle this kind of a boss? In case there is an outburst, in case they come at you aggressively, stand firmly on your ground. Speak calmly. Continue with the conversation as if they have not interrupted, especially if you are doing a presentation to them. And long term, they are going to respect you for that. So I wish you well as you handle your boss. Joe Nyoto, Performer Consult, perform to raise your standards.